Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Greg.
And today we want to bring you with us as we go try some Mexican food in some historic restaurants in Centro Histórico.
Let's check it out.
Come with us.
Cafe de Tacuba is located on Calle de Tacuba, just near the corner of Ignacio Allende in Centro Histórico.
Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Greg.
Today we're here at Cafe Tacuba, which is one of our favorite historic restaurants.
Here in Centro Histórico, this is an oasis from the bustling madness that is just outside the door.
It's crazy out there. There's so many people. Of course, we decided to come on a Saturday, so no surprise. But we ordered the menu of the day. Menú del día. It's comida corrida. We'll tell you all about it as you watch us eat.
Provecho.
Cheers.
This is one of Mexico City's most beloved and iconic historic restaurants and is nicknamed El Ave Fénix, the Phoenix bird, because of its remarkable ability to thrive when so many other historic restaurants have disappeared. Cafe de Tacuba survived the Spanish flu outbreak in 1918, a massive earthquake that devastated the city in 1985, a fire that gutted the main salon in 1990, and now the COVID-19 pandemic.
So Greg, you just got your drink. Tell us about it.
It's called the Cocktail de Tacuba. It's the house cocktail. It's made with hibiscus, mezcal, and lime juice, and a little bit of hibiscus salt on the edge.
At Cafe Tacuba, you can order either a la carte or you can order the menu of the day, aka comida corrida. This is a multi-course package or paquete. Today, our paquete includes an appetizer, which we ate before we had a chance to film. Oops. The paquete typically includes a starter, such as soup or salad, an entrada like rice or pasta, and a plato fuerte, the main course. I chose chicken mole and Greg chose the arrachera. And of course, no meal would be complete without coffee and dessert. Before this building became Cafe Tacuba, the location housed a convent turned mental hospital. Something about the room still feels religious. There's a rumor that the apparition of one of the nuns who used to live here can be seen floating above the staircase. She has become known to the work staff as La Monja Clarisa or La Monja del Café. Legend is that the nun was murdered by one of the patients of the mental hospital.
This restaurant is famous for its time travel uniforms, 2 elegant dining rooms, and larger private rooms upstairs for special events. And even though the restaurant is over 100 years old, its history goes back even further. It was originally built to house a lecheria, and it was converted to other uses before becoming a restaurant in 1912. Diego Rivera celebrated his marriage to Guadalupe Marin here, and the governor of Veracruz was assassinated here in 1936.
Today we're here at L'Opera. It's one of the oldest, most historic bars/restaurants in the city. Come check it out with us.
Arguably the grande dame of Mexico City drinking establishments, La Opera was founded as a French-style cafe in 1876, but moved to its current location on Cinco de Mayo in 1895, making it one of Mexico City's oldest existing restaurants. And even though it's often been called a bar or a cantina, the owner is quick to correct that notion, stressing that La Opera is and always was a restaurant.
So this is a great place to get a pre-dinner drink before going to the opera or wherever you're going. Cheers.
Cheers.
The rich folks had this place to themselves for a little while, but then the Mexican Revolution happened and the unwashed masses found their way in too. Legend has it that Pancho Villa, who did not drink alcohol, liked to order La Opera's strawberry milkshakes. On one occasion, when his soldiers were getting a little out of control, he fired his gun into the air to quiet them down, leaving a bullet hole in the ceiling. Over time, the restaurateurs recognized the value of the bullet hole and painted a black circle around it to make sure you can spot it from anywhere in the room.
Even though La Opera is quite old and has been open in its current location since 1896, the beautiful carved wooden bar is even older. Originally built in France, the bar is said to have been shipped to New Orleans before making its way to Mexico City, where it had to wait for 2 years while La Opera was being constructed. La Opera is filled with handcrafted, turn-of-the-20th century detail and French Art Nouveau elegance, as befitted the Porfiriato clientele. We're at El Cardenal in Centro Histórico, which is one of our favorite restaurants in Mexico City. The food is consistently excellent here.
Coming in at a youthful 52 years old, El Cardenal is the youngest of the places we're visiting today. Despite its current opulent setting, El Cardenal had humble beginnings. It started as a lunch counter for the working class at a different location. Over time, the consistently excellent cuisine and service helped build its reputation. And it wasn't long before the Brice family, who owned the restaurant, began looking for a bigger place.
The building that currently houses El Cardenal dates back to the turn of the 20th century. The facade is gorgeous, but the location was not built as a restaurant. The building housed the Ministry of Haciendas under President Porfirio Diaz, and later it became the offices of the Amacuzac Electric Service Company. An old multi-level office building with not much more to recommend it than good bones wouldn't be my choice for a restaurant. But the Brice family accepted the challenge of transforming a multi-level office building into one of the city's loveliest restaurants, and they succeeded. I've already started, I'm not going to lie, I've already started this Churreria, no? Maybe it's just because I'm really hungry. Look at the cheese. Oh my God. But as pretty as this place is, it's not known for its good looks. It's the food that made it famous. Drawing culinary inspiration from the dishes of Michoacan and Veracruz, the Brice family focused on quality and technique, a recipe for a thriving restaurant that in recent years has given birth to numerous branches in other parts of Mexico City. We're at Churreria El Moro in Centro Histórico. This is absolutely one of our favorite places in the city. Whenever we have people visiting from out of town, we always bring them here or we tell them to come here. It has been around for a long time. It's barely controlled chaos, as you can see, but they've got a lot of practice managing the crowds here.
The original owner of El Moro was a Spaniard of Arabic descent named Francisco Iriarte. He began selling the churros from a cart in the Zócalo. He did so well selling the churros that by 1935, he was able to open this beautiful restaurant, which is still in the family. Outside El Moro, there's often a crowd waiting to get in. There are 2 lines, one for to-go orders, which is usually longer, and one for dine-in customers. We recommend eating here because it's not just about the food. Yes, the churros are delicious and vegan, but how much better do they taste when you sit in a room with beautiful azulejo tiles and waitresses in old-fashioned blue and white uniforms? El Moro is known for its churros, which come in original powdered sugar or cinnamon sugar. There's also several varieties of hot chocolate. Mexican, semi-sweet with a touch of vanilla. Swiss, bittersweet with chantilly cream. French, bittersweet with vanilla. And Spanish, dark, sweet, very thick dipping chocolate. For those of you who don't want to pair sweet with sweet, there's also coffee. You can have coffee or café con leche with regular whole milk or with almond milk. And if you want something even sweeter and thicker, they have milkshakes too. Also, this insanely delicious looking churro ice cream sandwich, which I haven't tasted yet, but you can be sure it's on my to-do list. Something about watching fresh churros being made brings out the kid in us.